Hello sim racers and welcome! Live stream tonight and we're having a community race at Kyalami. Half an hour, very short sprint race on our community, Aris.Drive on Discord. You can find the link on the community always on the description of every video. And we're starting a little bit sooner because the qualifying has already started. I only have 15 minutes to do the qualifying, but before doing the qualifying, it's absolutely necessary to talk about how the channel is growing immensely and amazingly, but most importantly, the Discord community is growing really well. The races are almost always full on our Discord community. It is very incredible to see all those people gathering. Keep in mind that the races we do is mainly for us to learn, to be better drivers and have fun together. Accidents will always happen. Sometimes big ones, sometimes no ones, but usually they do happen. And what we do is after the races, we go in and we check if we can improve from our errors. So for all the new members arriving and joining, please do not go mad, do not go berserk, do not get angry if any accidents are happening. Just wait for the end of the race, go back to the Discord channel, post your point of view and possibly a replay, and we try to analyze. Very, very important. We have a guy that it is moderator in the Discord community as well in the channel, and he's organizing everything behind all that you see here, the races, the simracing.gp administration, everything. He's doing all by himself. So it is my pleasure to tell you that he has opened a personal Patreon. You can check his personal Patreon if you go into the, where is it? Give me a second, guys. All right, yeah. If you go into our Discord channel on the race control, and here is his Patreon, you just have to click on the website link, and once you click, you are arriving practically on his Patreon page. You can practically buy him a coffee. My personal advice is buy him a coffee. Don't get the pit lane access because you are buying him a pineapple pizza, which we don't do here. Possibly buy him the VIP box where he gets lots of coffee and probably a good choice of pizza and wine or beer. So yeah, by all means, go and support Andimon. It's supporting just him, so I think it's worth it because he is really taking care of everything. Enough of talking good about Andimon, and remember, for everything that goes wrong, you can always blame Andy. This is what we are. This is our hashtag on our Discord channel. So hashtag blame Andy, and as well, I'm blaming Andy as well because I have to talk about his patron and not my stuff, and I have to go and do some racing because we are already in actually in qualifying session. And I have 10 minutes left to do the qualifying, so I better get on with it, right? Okay, so let me just check over here and go into performance mode on the Streamlabs because otherwise it gets some extra frame rate for me. So people are already posting 141 flats. Oh my god. But it's okay. We're going on the aggressive setup practically. I just lowered a little bit the toe at the rear, and that's it. Mainly just lower fuel, and yeah, I could possibly use the stronger brakes, and let's go for it. That's all. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do a couple of practice laps, which qualifying laps, which practically will be also the race setup because it's just 30 minutes race with a pit stop, so it's more or less the same fuel load. So, hello everybody on the chat. I can see already many people on the chat. After the race, I think we're gonna end up pretty soon with the race, so we will have some time to join everybody on the voice chat of the Discord channel and have some fun and possibly we will also analyze a little bit of the server. DMCS, yes, well, of course, you need to be on the Discord channel because otherwise you won't get the information on how to participate. And most importantly, we tend to talk a lot about the races and analyze things and also have fun. So I think it pays to get into the Discord channel and participate in the community. Our races are also always organized through the simracing.gp racing system, which is in beta and has very generously provided us with everything we need to organize our races. So big thanks to them. What? Game audio, yes, here you are. Professional YouTuber at the works, because all it was needed was one click. Incredible. Let's see if pressures and everything are correct. I'm driving the Audi today. What's up for Sam? Who's Sam?
Slow car ahead.
Okay, first flying lap. Oh, not good. I need more brake bias to the rear here. That was much better.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Hey Taki, thanks mate. Thank you, Bentley.
Clear on the right.
Spiro Yanulas. Ya su patrida. It's a Greek guy.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Need a bit of oversteer at the turn in. Pressures are still coming up. They are good at the front, a little bit low on the rear. Maybe too long. Okay, traction control 2.
Well done, mate. The fastest step so far. There's a slow car up ahead.
Oh, too much curb over there. Another bad lap. Hey, John. Oh. Ciao Gabriele.
There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Okay, let's see if we're gonna make a lap at least. Well, the Honda is always relatively competitive, especially on the International GT series.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
So you're gonna get past through this Porsche here. We're on a good lap, relatively. And we lost a lap. Maybe you have time for 2 more laps, this one and another one.
Slow car ahead.
Come on. Come on, Aris. We can do it. Just a good braking here. Spin the last.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Terrible.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
One more lap. And it's done.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Right in the middle of the whole grid. Perfect. All right, so let's go to the setup. Put some fuel in. What were the tires? The tires were a little bit low at the rear. So maybe a click at the rear and 2 clicks less at the front. Something like that, yeah, makes sense. And fuel. Hi, Linda! Hi, Linda! And obviously, I mean, the server posts are always limited. If you don't sign up early, how can you join it afterwards? The server is full, so it would be strange otherwise. I mean, people are inside the community from a long time, so they are actively, you know, participating, and obviously get to know earlier when to join. Why rear? Why less tow at the rear? It helps me rotate a little bit the car, and it also consumes less the rear tires, which with the Audi is always a bit of a problem. So it's a win-win for the rest of the setup that is relatively safe for me to drive. David. Okay, so oh yeah, let me lower this to 62. That will fix it. Everything else is ooh, here we are. So what we have here, mandatory pit stop with tire change, which means that we can use less race fuel and do also the refueling as well, because the pit stop will always be 30 seconds. So 30 minutes of race, short race. So let's put something like 26 here. Same pressures, yeah, whatever. And something like 30 something here. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, something like that. Handy. All right. Let's put this 32. And let's go in onto the track 15, P15. It's not gonna be easy. Derek, it's no use because by changing the tires, the pit stop time is fixed at 30 seconds, so it doesn't matter. So I get a little bit less at the start to have a more nimble car. Not that it changes who knows what, but anyway, here we are. Good things here are all perfect and correct. All right. Wish me luck, guys. Here we go. You only save time at the pit stop if you only have to change only to refuel. If you change also the tires, the minimum lap time, the minimum pit stop time is 30 seconds, which is enough to fill even a full fuel tank. So it doesn't matter. Oh, it's even a short. Oh my God, it's a short rolling start. Right, yikes. Hey, Levy. It's gonna be really hard, guys. What's up, everybody? Here we go. Here we go.
Green light, green light.
Go, go, go.
Car on the right.
Make my intentions clear. I will go
Clear on the right.
on the inside here. Start braking a little bit sooner. See what we can do.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
All right. We are alive. That was great. That was cool. So let's go. We lost a position, but it's okay. Oh, aggressive BMW here. Ooh. He got the position. Yeah.
Slow car.
Yes. Yes. We took advantage. All right. Oh my god, dead bodies. Ooh, another hit over there. Oh my god, oh my god. Risky stuff.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
All right, let's go.
Clear on the left.
We're still alive, yay! We just stay away from trouble and we managed to stay alive. That was very good. We're at P9 now. Let's see if we can still catch up the guys in front of us. Don't know what kind of performance I need to catch them, but we will try. Seem to be going really fast.
Slow car ahead.
Oh, that's great, Alpha.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Oh, Weffling is a bit faster than me, but I do catch on the other guys. Oh my god, I have the track map over there. I hate it. Why do I have to have this? I forgot it from who knows when. I really hate it. Need to concentrate on the track and not on that stupid thing over there. Really fighting up in the front of me. It's a very nice train if I can catch it. Come on, let's go. Ah, yes.
Gaining on the car heading 72.
That's much better.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Let's go. Look at that Lambo fighting with the Bentley. Amazing stuff. Whew. It's not easy to catch them. I really have to stay focused and push really hard. though they are fighting, I still can't catch them. They're really fast. Look at them. Come on, I want some from that too. Oh, an accident. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Ooh. I've gained 2 positions. P6. Oh, it's hard, guys. Well, P6 from P16 is not that bad. That was really close. Yeah, I've lost concentration and waffling is catching me. He's really fast. So you can get robo. Whew. Oh.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1. Well away, the fastest lap so far.
Ooh. Car is very nice. A hint of understeer at the exit, but it's good for me because I can control everything now. And for the amount of practice that I had, which is none practically, it's very good. A bit of oversteer turn in there, but nothing serious. Easily controllable and actually faster. Yeah, waffling is very quick.
Running low on fuel, prepare to come in.
All right.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Thank you, Bentley, over there. Waffling is attacking now. Ooh, what's out? What's out now? Come on.
Light damage on the front.
Sometimes the luck is just doesn't help. Sometimes you're just unlucky. Ah, man. I was watching that car constantly, and I was in full control of where he was going, and then at the last moment he just lost completely control and went through the other side. Let's put some extra. Damn. Alexander, no, of course not. I'm going for the tail, and I was actually watching him, and he was, you know, completely turned to the other side, and I was going for the tail, you know, for the end of the car, and then, right at the last moment, he just completely lost control and went through the other point. So. What can you do? Sometimes it's just like that. Just like that. Shit happens. It's okay, it's okay. Let's go.
Mandatory stop is now clear. Let's go, go, go.
Let's go.
We are halfway through. Keep it up.
Okay. Eliminate the graphics. And let's go. Pit stop done. Here we go. Fresh tires, no damage, everything should be great. The leaders are catching up. It would be nice if they go now for the pit stop, so I can have some free space to push.
Faster car behind you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, if I don't do stupid things also, that would be nice. catching up. Let's see, I'm gonna try and keep here. And brake earlier. That's it. And so you let P1 and P2 to keep their fighting, and I haven't lost that much pace. I don't use mirrors, I find them distracting. I mean, even in the real car, you rarely have the space and possibility to watch your mirrors, so... And we have even the radar here, so what's the need? The radar is more than enough to keep everything under control. Well, those guys in front are dropping at 141.5. Oh, the radar is always there. Well, the real car mirrors are, you know, practically you have no visibility, especially if you have a mid-engine car. I mean, other than the minuscule side mirrors, you have nothing else, and real drivers, all they do is just a glance to see where the other car is, and that's it. You never really look that much at the mirrors. You know, you just focus watching ahead of you and going as fast as possible. That's all you need to do. Ooh, P1 went into the box. What did I do? I just started braking way too early. Watching the chat too much. I'm way too deconcentrated right now. Better get back to my rhythm. Let's get back to the Delta to have a look at where we stand and how we drive. Yeah, very slow. Simmer just to have a look on where they are going actually. So professional real race drivers learn very soon to not really use any mirrors. I mean, as you know, most of them are doing karts. Do you see any mirrors on the karts, on the go-karts? There are none. You have to hear the other car to understand that they are, you know, close to you and take action just at the last moment. You have to be very situational aware. We are not so trained and we don't have all that practice, but we have the radar to help us, which is great. And the occasional, you know, watch back if you need to know exactly where your opponents are at the straights. And that's all you need actually. Yeah, that's true, Alpha. All right, let's go. Steady there.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Exactly sure what the BMW was trying to do there. Not sure again what this Porsche is doing. That's not the correct way, mate. As we said on how to race, if you're getting lap, stay on your line, do things properly, because otherwise you're getting too slow and you are not predictable on what you're going to do. And you're also not in full control of your car if you're trying to do alternative lines, which was the case here.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Alright, so maybe we have the opportunity to cut some extra positions for the end of the race, possibly. So let's push. I don't think it remains too much time, but just have to push and see what we can get.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Rampaz is really fast behind me. Really fast. Really pushing hard.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Oh my god, he's 1 second faster than me. Jesus, mate. That Bentley is fast.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Fighting for dear life here. The Bentley behind me is like...
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
1 second faster than me, which is insane. Insane.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Just this one and another lap, and we're done. So I really have to fight hard to defend myself.
Yellow flag. Be careful there. Warning for exceeding track limits.
It was worth it. Last lap. So we need to overtake that BMW, gain a position, and defend from the Bentley. Jesus, won't be easy. How can people get so fast in the last laps? Insane. Oh, he's brake taking me. Yay, we finished the race.
Alright, race is over. Good job, mate.
Alright.
Bring it back to the pits.
Woohoo! Ooh, that was exciting. Cool stuff. Yeah. All right, so let's save the replay maybe. Save the replay. Whew. Ah, how about that? Ah, Rampazzo, he's lost the car, right. So, I had a bit of a disappointing position on the grid, but who cares? It was exciting. We had some good fights. And let's go and join the chat on the Discord server and have some fun on the pit lane radio. Should be a hell of a spam fest right now, so let's go. Hello, everybody.
Hey, mate.
How you doing?
Hey.
That was a good round. Bit unlucky with the contact, but
Yeah,
the race was awesome.
Totally unlucky there. It was. I mean, it was the perfect example of bad luck. So what can you do? Yeah.
Yeah,
What
just
can
done
you do?
everything you could, and sometimes there's
Yeah.
nothing you
Sometimes the
can do
car
more than
just goes and gets you. It's nothing
that.
you can
it
do.
just happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it happen as well on the live server. Obviously, we're a bit ahead of the YouTube stream,
Yeah.
so I could hear your reaction. I knew it was coming.
I mean, I was under complete control of the situation. I was like 100%, 99.9% that I would pass through without any issues at all. I was watching where the car was going, which was going to the right side of the road. And I was, pointing to the rear end, and I was actually also getting a little bit wider so that it didn't have any issues at all. And just at the last moment, it just snapped and went completely to the left, and took me. So, yeah, so that's it.
It's Andy's fault.
yes, blame Andy.
Clearly.
Absolutely.
Great race, thank you, mate.
I was
No,
about
must have done a
to
good race.
check the race now on the replay.
Yeah, I think there was a couple of incidents, and we did actually. Everyone done really well. You guys did actually keep it nice and clean until about T3 or 4. I said, as long as you make it around there, we're fine. And then after T4, that's when it happens.
Yeah.
So I kind of
T4, so
T4, yeah, and that's when it all starts happening. But I mean, there was nothing major really. We had a couple of little bounces, but it's nice to see everyone mostly getting round anyway.
So basically, we moved T1 to T4, right?
Yes. We are going. We are going forward. We're moving the place of the accidents, and after we clean up a full first lap, we will start accidents at the second lap.
Yeah,
and so on and so on. Eventually, after a couple of decades, we will make a full race without any accident at all.
I like the program.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good.
1KO asks on the chat, I heard CP races are awesome. Why don't you try them? Actually, I have tried them already, and I will do also in the future. But I have limited time. I cannot race every night, so it's a little bit of here, a little bit of there, and stuff like that.
you can quit your job. I heard Andy is gonna sponsor you.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
fantastic, actually.
That would, yeah.
Please
You
do.
get paid. You get paid in pineapple pizza. Literally,
I
I'm even
ca-
considering like maybe mixing up a bit of pineapple coffee or some pineapple on toast.
I'll
these things,
I'll
all these
think about
pineapple
it.
ice
I'll think
cream.
about it.
You think about it, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong, mate. You can't go wrong. on.
Yeah.
That's one of the only reasons that I never do a Patreon to you, because
That
I
is
need
a
to
good point.
And it's
And-
all on pineapple pizza.
And Shell's actually suggested I might be being a bit culturally insensitive, so maybe there's a possibility of pineapple pasta to kind of, calm you down a bit. Every now
You
and
should
then.
rot in hell, you know that. I mean, there is a limit and some decency needed here.
Yeah.
I mean,
What did you just say?
oh my god. The start of the race was pretty exciting, actually.
Yeah. That was some really good. I mean, the front of the race was awesome. It was
Yeah.
nice and tight all the way there. There was, I mean, to be everywhere, there were some great battles we were watching, basically. You know,
Yeah.
there's so many cars on track, and there's always someone to race with, basically. So we had a couple of moments, I think, of people leaving, and for the most part, I think they held the brakes. It was pretty clean rejoins. I think there was a couple. I think Gop was swearing about one of them. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what lap it was or what, but
This ventilation radio.
yeah, I think he left though. Didn't I? I think he rage quit. And I think Johnny suggested that we actually get a channel specifically for venting. Yeah, so people can just go in there and scream at each other.
You will see this has positive results.
Yes.
Believe me, but
There we go. So we've got a little
let's-
moment there with the Fezzer and the Beamer. Just what happened there.
Let's
Just
have
the
a
way it
look.
was,
Yeah, ooh. Yeah, the Beamer was a little bit too aggressive here. Let's see. So practically everybody in front of him starts braking,
Yeah, this is.
and yeah, he's really pushing the braking zone here. Now, it's interesting because the Lambo understands that he's coming really hot, and if you can see, the Lambo is making just a last-minute maneuver to avoid him. You see
Guys,
here?
I can't see
Yeah.
your stream. I can't see your stream. I don't
nobody
know why.
can. I also cannot.
You have to go to YouTube probably.
Yeah, the stream's on Aris' YouTube at the moment.
Ah,
I can also try to stream it here as well
no,
if you want.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We go to you.
We go to YouTube.
So the problem is that actually the Lambo in front did the evasive maneuver properly, which obviously he wouldn't need to do. It was the BMW already faults that he pushed the braking zone way too late. Okay, but you know the Lambo said, okay, let's try to survive this thing, and you can see the Lambo here going wide. But the problem is that the BMW went so hot in that practically he couldn't really make the turn on the apex. You see, he's already understeering here,
Yeah.
and he cannot just go inside, and at some point he just pinches the Lambo, which again it wasn't that much of an issue, but it was enough obviously to make the Lambo lose place and possibly has a little bit of damage. So
Well,
a little bit too much aggressiveness on the
Yeah.
BMW on the braking.
There's a couple of things I noticed about that. It was good of him to put him in the right direction again.
Yeah, true. He tried
At
it.
least-
He tried it with success, I have to say.
Yeah, and you can also see from that brake zone, given the line that Lambo was on, that little gap would have been enough for the BMW driver to see the gap and think, well, regardless of whether he's going to send it there or whether he's just outbraked himself,
Yeah.
that's if he wasn't going out wide, that's the gap that he can see he's trying to put the car into, isn't it? But
Yeah,
at this point,
yeah.
he's understeering, so
Yeah.
he's never going to make it.
Yeah.
It's once the brake mistake's made, it's you're committed to it. So, and if
Yeah.
the Lambo might have taken a tighter inside line, the BMW then might have actually
Well,
gone out wide.
probably,
and-
but it was a little bit of a mess
Yeah.
there because there were too
Oh,
many
yeah, absolutely,
cars,
yeah.
and I think there was already an accident in front of them. So you know, your attention span starts to wander
divided a
around.
bit, isn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
because I can see here. Let me check what was happening.
Actually, I think that
Actually, the guy on my chat here says, yes, totally my fault, excuse me. Yeah, no worries, mate. That's why we're not analyzing. You know, next time, much better. I mean, it's obvious that you're a very good driver, so next time just you should probably not be so aggressive on the first laps on that turn. Let me check what was happening over here.
I think
that he hit me and he was very nice. He sat aside and let me go through. He gave me the position back.
Yeah, Serg's a good guy. He raced with us. I mean, he's in chat, or video, if that's how you pronounce it. So it's. I mean, that's the nice thing to do, isn't it? If you do tangle with someone in custom places, it's nice to battle the guy and let him through
I
again.
know it wasn't totally by mistake. So no
Hey,
worries,
Gopner, thank
absolutely,
you so
yeah.
much, mate.
That was very nice.
Nice one, Gop.
Thank you, buddy. I'm trying to
I
find
think
out.
just-
Oh, this is another Honda in the front. Oh, yeah. So here we
I
are.
think this is Harley and Ryan actually in the Hondas.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, yeah.
Let's see what happened here. So Honda went a little bit wide here, and so here's the thing. So Honda went a little bit wide. Now he's turning back on the line, and the Lambo is trying to get advantage of that, and he's probably accelerating like crazy. Let me Gop.
wonder
Yeah,
who that
Gop saw a gap. So let's have a look here what Gop did this time.
Vent chat. I call for a vented chat.
So let's have a look. So yeah, so practically the Honda is not able to go into the turn, so he's going wide, and the Lambo is taking the perfect line, so nothing to say here. And then actually it's the Honda that is, because if you see, the line of the Lambo is not really changing. He's not even going full throttle here. So it's the Honda that is coming back way too much aggressively here.
Is that Harley or Ryan? That one?
I
That's
can't
Harley,
I
isn't it?
can't really say that, you know, Gop is on fault here, even though that he's behind. But it's Chamberlain that is really trying to get into the lane and defend. Let me have a look from inside. So it's yeah, I would really have issues to say that, you know, all the fault is from Gop here. You see how it
I
goes
think the
really
move's
wide.
valid, isn't it? The gap's there. The move's valid. Harley was offline.
Yeah, he was offline, and now he's coming back really hard. He's full throttle. Probably he's going into a little bit of oversteer here. You see? Oh, now he hits him. It's a strange situation. Now, if you see it from the top, okay, from the top, it's very clear that the Lambo is arriving behind. And usually a legal administrator or, you know, steward is going to watch from the top, and he's going to say, you know what, you are clearly behind. You need to raise your foot if you see the car in front of you coming through, okay? Because you are still behind here, you see? So unfortunately, I believe that if they are really benign, they will say it's a race accident. If they want to follow the rules by the letter, they will say that the Lambo unfortunately has to pay a penalty. If you watch it from the inside, it's one of those situations where, you know, misunderstandings are happening and the fights are happening in the legal, because obviously the Lambo is doing nothing wrong, really, and it is the Honda that is coming back so hard. And it seems from the Lambo that is, you know, it's not really behind, but it's almost on the side, you know, but it's not. So keep that in mind. This is ambiguous, but probably in an official legal, they would give a penalty to the Lambo. Okay, so keep that in mind. In such situations that from the inside of the driver, it seems that, you know, I did nothing serious, I did nothing wrong, they will probably still give the penalty on the car behind, because in the end of the day, it's the car behind that has the visibility and takes the risks to overtake. If you don't take the risk, you just stay behind and no harm is happening. So yeah, it's a little bit of a strange situation here. Anyway, let's go behind and see what is happening over here on those guys while there is an accident in front of them. So they see the accident. Oh my God! We are all gonna die, and indeed, they are all going to die. Oh my God! Poor. Now, you see why you would get Gop, why you would get a penalty, because this situation, that's how stewards usually think. This risky situation can escalate into a bigger accident, and this is exactly what happened here. And at the end, the poor Aston that had no, you know, fault at all paid for all of you, you know, and not only him, but then look at that. The McLaren tries to avoid. It's a mess here. It really is a mess.
I admit I took advantage of this accident. I admit.
Yeah. I mean, everybody. I also took advantage of this accident. Yeah, this. What is it? Another Aston also gets involved here. It's a shitty situation. Now that's the issue practically. When sometimes you get a penalty from the stewards on an official league, and you're like, "What the fuck, guys? It wasn't my fault. It was at most a racing accident." You need to understand. First of all, stewards are always in a very tricky situation, okay, and they have to stay impartial. But most importantly, they have to address the risk that a situation like that brings. Now, this was a really innocent accident, but in the end, it killed practically 3 or 4 cars on the top of the grid, nonetheless. So you go back and you say, okay, who was the starter, or the fire starter, right? And in the end, they give the penalty to the starter of the whole risky situation, which ends up in a big pile up. So unfortunately, yeah, that's a problem. Ryan, where was your suicide? Let me know.
Was that with Kepri's, wasn't it? Just after the hairpin on lap 1, after the back hairpin?
After the back Kepling, let me check.
Yeah, I'm the first Honda.
Yeah, I think
Ryan.
Just after the incident with Kepri was just looking at on lap 1.
Ryan's in mineshaft.
He's in the other, yeah.
Still lap 1 or somewhere else?
Lap 1, you passed an incident on
where?
On turn 6. Number 70, position 24, I think.
Number 70, Giorgio.
Position 20.
24, and at what?
Turn 6.
Turn 6.
I started the
Oh, here you are.
with light the rear damage, and I finished like that.
See?
Turn 5.
Oh yeah, I can see that now.
Yes.
Well, this is unfortunately a clear accident of the McLaren. Again, the McLaren might say it's not my fault because the BMW in front of me just moved into the inside.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, and you're right. The problem is that unfortunately, let's have a look.
No, I should have been a little bit.
No, we will check it. So you see, your braking point is really late. It's really late. So it's true that you didn't do anything wrong if you were alone, but in this situation, you have tried to brake late to take advantage of the cars in front of you, which is fine. But I mean, it's not. I'm not accusing you of you shouldn't do that. But here's the situation. You are taking a risk here. Okay, so you're saying, you know what? I can see all those guys lined up and they are playing safe. I will take the risk. I will go on the inside and push my braking point and dive bomb and see what happens because I have so much clean road in front of me. So even though your thinking is correct in terms of competitiveness, you did nothing wrong, really, okay?
If it was a battle, it was correct.
Yeah, it is a very high-risk situation, and you are the only responsible of taking the risk. Unfortunately for you, all the things that you could have happened wrong for you happened. So what is happening here is that those two cars, so the BMW and the Lexus in front of the other BMW from Giorgio, they are braking and having issues, so they're braking a little bit sooner. And Giorgio rightfully decides to go to the inside to avoid them. And
he jumps into me.
And you are arriving really, really hot here. You can even see that the BMW in front of you understands that, oh my God, the McLaren behind me is arriving, and doesn't really cut inside, but stays on the middle of the road. But it's too late. You just, here, you cannot stop anymore. You cannot.
Actually, I
You
didn't
just
wanna
cannot
take
stop the car.
I didn't want to take advantage of anything. I even brake earlier than I usually brake.
Let's have a look, because this might give us a good opportunity to remind the how to race video that we did last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go
watched
slightly, I'm usually braking at the marker on the asphalt.
All right. And I'll.
Now this time I'm braking a little bit before that.
All right. But
First
It's
lap
not
cold
enough.
tires.
It's not enough. Yeah.
it's not enough. You are on this side, and you
Like
have
here,
you
yeah.
have cold tires and cold
Yeah.
brakes, because
Yeah.
it's first lap, and there are the first turns of the first lap.
Yeah.
Also, if we have a look at your braking bar here on the pedals, okay, let's see, you are modulating initially. You see, you're not really going, and then you're like, okay, I cannot make it, you know, I would just step on it. So obviously all this is happening really fast, so you don't have the time to think of what did I did wrong, right?
Yeah.
But in the end, it's a small risk that you took, and it went completely bad for all the possible reasons. So
Actually,
yeah, unfortunately, in a legal situation, you're gonna get penalty for that.
yeah. Actually, I wanted to play safe, but I should have been even safer than this.
Yeah, probably yes. Yeah. There are a couple of situations where I can show you, for example, at the start of the first lap here. Okay. So again, look at my pedals. You see how early, and then I'm modulating, and then in these conditions, you know, if you cannot find the clear air to attack, you have to play it safe, and you might lose a position, or you might not lose a position. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go and see here. I mean, I see here that there are a lot of cars going around. Look where I'm starting to brake. You see? Early, and still modulating and modulating, and I'm arriving. You see, releasing the brakes, because I've seen the guy releasing the brakes.
You started much earlier.
Yeah. Okay, next.
Okay.
So Ryan says lap 1, just after Gop's murder. What car did you have, mate? Where are you? Ah, here you are, the Honda. Ah, the Honda. So let's see. Oh my God, yeah, I can see it already. Oh, and then? Don't tell me that you just... Oh my God! Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much we can say here. Yeah, it's not easy to maintain the calm and go straight here. I mean, this is where the radar actually helps. But on the other hand, I mean, yeah, you're going downhill. You have just avoided a big one. You are going through the fastest bend of the road, and you are inside. And you're having already one car on the radar and another car coming from the other way. Yeah, it's yeah. Shit happens here. Yeah, I understand that you got scared by the Lexus. It's crystal clear. I would have scared too, because you are going like, you know, 188 kilometers, and the Lexus is arriving with something like 200, like, you know, 20 kilometers faster than you. So yeah, look at this. Yeah, the Lexus is like, yahoo! Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. and the sound also of the Lexus is also scary. Where else should we go? Any other important?
It's Kenneth. I have a question. I'm really new to this sim race streaming. The first corner and lap 1, I got a bump and I got bumped into another. I don't know if because I was placing me wrong or the guy on the inside didn't turn or...
All right.
It's car number 64.
Car number 64. 64.
Yeah.
Jorgensen, right? Sorry if I butchered your last name.
First corner.
First corner. All right, let's have a look.
Oh, that's not the first corner.
Yeah, that's it.
No, just at the start. Or maybe it's because I'm looking at the telephone. No, yeah.
You sure it's not that?
No, it's not that car. I just have to check my number again. Normally it's 64.
Sorry?
Normally the number is 64. 64.
64.
It's 16. 64. 64.
64. Yeah, that's the car that I have selected. It's a BMW with this livery.
Oh, yeah, that's because I can't. But it's the first at the start of the first corner.
Yeah. So here we are.
And where's all the other cars? It's a start.
Yeah, it's a start. It's the first lap.
Oh, just yeah. Okay, now I can see it. It's my live timing was a little bit back.
Yeah, it's always a little bit behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the live stream.
Yeah, there's this one on the inside.
All right, let's see.
And he pushed me out to on the outside.
Yeah. Let me have a better look of that.
You can see how Albert in the back.
All right, so now the thing here is that that's a little bit tricky to judge in terms of normally they would give that as a racing accident, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why, because in theory this is where you should start turning, and if you start turning here,
yeah, but
sorry,
I was afraid of it, the one on the inside.
Yeah, I know, and you're correct. But if you start turning here, it would have meant that you have, you know, the line because you are way ahead of the McLaren. All right. So the line is yours here. You can take the line of the turn and just go in. Now, unfortunately, you are staying wide because you are afraid of the McLaren, and the McLaren sees that, releases the brakes, and gets aside of you. Okay. Now, it's true that the McLaren is now way too fast and can't make the turn and goes. Yeah, I would give it a little bit of the McLaren here, because he released the brakes so much that now he's so fast that he cannot really make the turn. Let me check from the inside. So now at this point he really does respect you. You can see that he's staying behind you, but he sees you see that he's actually braking a lot to let you go forward, but then he sees the gap and he's like, let's go for it.
Yeah.
You know? And
So
he's
I
going
should
for
have pushed
it,
instead of.
but obviously he can't really make the turn here. Now, in theory, the McLaren could say, but you know what, I just went for the turn and I was so far ahead, because obviously here he's really and clearly ahead of you, right, that the line is mine. And that would be correct in theory. In practice, though, we are at the race start, and the McLaren should know that there are 3 cars here. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Because he can see them. If we go a little bit behind, okay, he knows that there are 3 cars here, and he can always see and understand what is going on. Those cars are here. Okay. You see, he can always see that there are those cars here. Which means, and being the first turn of Kyalami, this also takes some experience. So that's why we're discussing this kind of accidents. The McLaren now will know for the next race that he cannot really think that at the first lap, at the first turn of Kyalami, he's going to be only two cars, him, himself, and another car besides. There are going to be plenty of cars on the outside because Kyalami is so large. The width of the track is really immense. It's so large of a track width, which means that if you go for your line and try to, move, you can obviously have a little hit with the car aside you, but normally that wouldn't be a big of a problem, but in these conditions it's going to cause a big accident. And this is exactly what it happens. It takes you out and you go and take out the Ferrari over there. And that's a big accident, right? If there were even more cars behind you, it would have been even bigger. So again, it's an unnecessary risk to go in there, and he doesn't take into account that there are more cars at his side. There are two more cars. There are practically three cars on his right side of the road. So yeah, it's tricky. I believe that would have penalized him probably. You did nothing wrong. You were unfortunately into an unfortunate position. What you could do to avoid it next time, probably, again, I repeat, probably, when you are into this kind of situation, okay, try to get a little bit closer to the cars in front of you and try to go into the apex as soon as possible to not leave space, because if you leave space here and you have someone behind you, you also have to keep in mind that the guy is going to attack, and that is exactly what happened. I can tell you that this happened to me on the last live stream I did at Kyalami. Start of the race, first turn, I wasn't clear enough in my intentions to go to the inside of the road. I stayed pretty much where you were, and the car behind me went for the inside, hit me, and made me do a similar accident as you with the cars that were staying outside of me. So it is an unfortunate condition. As a rule of thumb, every time you go into a first turn of the start, you either want to be clear and stay, or completely at the wide side, at the outside side of the road, or completely at the inside of the road. You might be slower if you're on this side. You might even lose some positions, but if you do it properly, you are very predictable on what you want to do, and you don't leave opportunities for people to dive bomb you. So if you are completely on the inside, nobody's gonna think, you know what, I'm gonna try and overtake him on the inside. They will try to go outside, right? And if you are completely on the outside, again, people, they won't going to hit you. They will try to go on the inside. So you might lose a position, but at least you are safe from people that will try to, get opportunistic from your situation.
Yeah, okay. I also had another one when I went to the pit. I think it was on lap
10, I can see
10
here.
or something.
So it was before the pit or after the pit?
No, just entering to the pit. I didn't see the guy behind me was coming much faster and was also going into the pit, and we got a bump. It's just.
Let me check.
I didn't know if there was. I got the penalty. I was speeding in the pit, or I was too fast out there.
Okay. So the car behind you was...
Yeah, I think he...
Let's see. the Bentley, he had already a stop and go. Yeah, your line is not very clear. Again, is what we were talking about. You need to be predictable because even though you might be right, you are putting your place into dangerous situations, and obviously that's gonna hurt you and the other guy as well. And as you can see from his point of view, okay, he's arriving fast, very fast, and you seem to be going to the right of the road, so you seem to be staying out. You see here? And then right at the last moment you go inside, and obviously there is no space for him to avoid you, and you have the accident.
So I should have been more to the left, so he was sure going into the pit.
What you really want to do in such situation is, so when you are exiting here, you know, you need to stay on the curb to be absolutely clear that, you know, you're staying here. Instead, if you look also on your steering wheel, you were going through right, and then at the last moment you go to the left again. So that's I cannot really blame the guy behind you, unfortunately.
No. I thought that was the problem, but he didn't know I was going for the pit, so yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it was until that point it was going very well, but after that it was not so good.
Well, I mean, it's all experience. That's why, and let me also repeat this thing for people watching us and maybe want to join the races, or maybe they're joining the races, they see a little bit too much accidents, even though this was a very good race, I believe, with not too many accidents, but many accidents might happen to our races. This is exactly what we do. We let everybody in, as long as you guys are willing, you know, to question yourself, learn from it, and make a better sim racer from this experience. It all adds up. It's experience on what to do next time. It's very useful for everybody, for the fast guys, for the slow guys, for everybody.
Maybe one thing I have to say, from all my races, I had the most amazing and fair and clean racing last lap ever.
Really?
So this was absolutely awesome.
Let us see it. Who are you? And
I'm car 32, basically, and with car 7. So basically, I was in front until the pit stop, and then I was making a mistake in the pit stop, so they moved my car. So he was after the pit stop. He was in front of me.
Right.
Was overtaken by some back mark, I think, or maybe some guy that crashed before. And then we were basically been beside each other for the whole last lap, and that was just clean, fair racing, and it was fun as hell.
So last lap, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Let's have a look.
That's one of the great things when you guys keep coming back to the races, is every time you race with each other, you get to basically build a better relationship. And when you're going out racing, you're not racing the enemy anymore, you're racing each other, and we're mates. And that's just, that's one of the greatest things ever, basically, is the amount of respect that I see on track. You still race hard, but you're not treating each other like someone that you must destroy at the first opportunity, you know, that kind of hyper-competitive attitude you see. And it does make for some great racing. Even just spectating like I've been doing lately, it's been fantastic watching you all do this, basically.
Yeah, let's have a look at this.
Exactly, that's why I let him through on the start-finish.
Yeah, that's it,
Yeah, I felt he deserved to win, and because of this situation, I just got a chance to battle him, and we tried to race fair, and it was just I had the feeling
that Honda practically changed the outcome of the race, right?
Who was that? It wasn't Harley or Ryan, was it? I thought they were the only two Hondas in the race.
Oh, look at this from the outside! Wow! Oh, wow! Amazing! Oh, look at that! Look at the speed! Fantastic! Ooh, and again now the BMW from the outside. That's incredible! And that's the last lap for the win, guys. Look at that! Look at that! Oh my God! It's unbelievable! I mean, you did a whole lap side by side. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous.
Great racing.
as I said, great race drama, so really, really fun. That was nice.
Look at this. Ah, look at the fan. You were afraid over there, right?
It did, yes.
Oh, the Bentley just fuck it. I would just, you know, leave you guys for the win over there. Look at that. Oh, so close. Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah,
that
but
was
just
amazing.
To show the other guys that there was a lot of fair and clean racing, so that they
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
I'm gonna
Often people
have a
just
look.
bring highlights to the incidents, don't they, when there's collisions, and forget that, you know, if that's the thing that stands out when we've got this awesome racing, then we might be looking in the wrong areas, maybe, because there's always great racing, no matter what.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's it.
Looks like we're gonna do two venting channels, one negative, one positive.
Yeah.
Aris, can you maybe highlight one last thing that I just want to see, because from the cockpit it was not clear for me, and I would like to see it from the outside, maybe, if that's possible.
Let me have another look from the Audi different cameras.
Yeah, okay.
And then we'll have a look at that. This have to go into the duels playlist, I guess. Which practically is going to be difficult because you were most of the time side by side. So what the fuck should I show? You know, nothing.
Yeah, but that's the point. Just give the other respect and a bit of space.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Actually, I want to try something. So you guys are over here, like that. Look at this. Oh my god, it's amazing.
A nice perspective.
Yeah.
Ah, this is porn.
Calm down, calm down.
Oh my god. Look at this.
If you get a little too excited, we'll just kill the stream, yeah, guys? Don't worry. We've
Yes.
got to keep it
We have the kill button here ready.
family friendly.
I heard that the thing is VR triple X, so
Oh my god! Unbelievable stuff. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing.
This has made your day, hasn't it?
Oh my god, this is
This has made your
fantastic.
day.
I have
Great
to
race.
redo this properly, cut it out, and then post it on the playlist because
Great racing.
holy shit! All right, well done, guys. Well done. Thank you for the spectacle. Okay, so what else did you want me to check?
Ah, yeah, okay, there was something, I think it was lap 2 or 3 at the hairpin, and the Bentley behind me, from my perspective, that's why I want just to check it, because I didn't see it from the outside, maybe it was my fault, but he did kind of I would say maybe a dive bomb, and I just want to check it, so...
Who
just
was behind
to
you?
see. The Bentley was behind me.
The Bentley was behind you at the
Number
end.
3.
Yeah.
Lap
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, maybe. So at the
Because
hairpin.
you are the Audi, right, or the BMW?
Yeah, I'm the Audi. I'm the Audi.
I cannot see the Bentley behind you. Maybe on
Uh,
lap.
then
Yeah,
then
here it is.
then
Here it is.
always,
Here it is.
yeah,
I
then
found it. It's at
then
the end of lap 2. Yeah. All right.
yeah, then it already.
Okay, so not here. Hey,
No,
AP,
at the
bravo.
hairpin.
Well done.
At the 180-degree hairpin, the slow one. I don't know the name actually.
All right, well, we'll see now.
Should we turn?
Maybe it's a bit farther ahead.
Yeah, it's after barbecue, and then the S's, and then the left turn after that. I don't know the name.
Oops. Ooh. Yeah, I think that was a little bit too much, probably. Woohoo! Yeah, he just sent it, I guess. Let's have a look from the inside.
Okay, then I'm happy because in the first moment I thought I would.
Yeah,
have
he sent it. He sent it. There's not much to comment here. He tried, you know.
Okay.
Because it's not like that you stopped. It's not like that you started braking late. Actually, sorry, earlier. You just he took the. He tried to be Ricciardo, but he failed. But that happens.
Okay.
You know, in that situations, obviously. So here's the thing. I'm not saying you never try, you know, to take advantage of or try to do something like that, because at high competitive levels, you can also, you know, trust a little bit that if you tried it, the guy in front of you might, you know, not close the door as much. But you have to think a couple of things. First of all, it's a risk, as we said, that you take. Thank you, Hilton Sim Racing and Valerio for following, and Todd A as well, and to another. So, as I was saying, it's a risk that the guy behind is taking. That's very clear here. It's the second lap, so it's way too early in the race. I mean, if it's for the win and you are on the last lap, you can take the risk. You will get the penalty. You get all the fault on you, but everybody can understand that, you know, it's for the win. Shit happens. He just, you know, went for it. He sent it. He didn't make it. That's all. Just, you know, get the penalty. Apologize. You ruined the race for the other guy, or the other guy might be mad at you. You know, you're gonna get all the fault. It's okay. But shit like that at high levels happens. All right. But it's the second lap here, and you also need to keep in mind something else. We are still into a game with pings and collision detection, that it is what it is in multiplayer. You need to take those things and keep them in mind. So you cannot really take the liberties to go side by side always. It won't always happen. That's why usually in multiplayer we try to be a little bit more careful than in real life. In real life, you know, someone might have, you know, tried it. They would have scrubbed a little bit of paint. Not in this situation, but in a better situation, they might have scrubbed a little bit of paint between the doors, and that's it. And they would go and move forward. In simulation, many times it ends in tears. In that condition, it would have ended in tears in real life too, because the speed difference between the cars was too much. But, you know, in multiplayer with games, you really have to take that into account. It was one of the first things that we've learned when we started doing multiplayer races with Grand Prix Legends on VROG. When we were doing the briefings back then, usually in text chat, we didn't have any other things to do back in 2000. Certainly not Discord and YouTube. But the first thing that you would tell to new guys, you need to be extra careful and keep distance, because there is WRAP on the multiplayer, there are high pings, there is bad connections, there is everything. And so even the slightest of touch could get escalate to something much more serious. So this is still the case. I mean, in the end, if you think about it, even if you have great ping, in any case, it means that your data are traveling, through, I don't know, half Europe and then again back to the other client, half Europe and then back to you. There are long distance. If you think about it, that the multiplayer connection on the games that you play online, all the games, they usually have a ping that in terms of milliseconds is lower than the reaction of most TV sets out there. And all the data is traveling through the world, back and forth to you. It's unbelievable. It's incredible if you think about it. Unfortunately, it's also a limitation, and you have to keep in mind that. And just think about it and put it into perspective on how fast data are traveling. And it's not much we can do to make them even better. I mean, yeah, it's impressive.
Okay, so from your perspective, I didn't do anything wrong, or should I leave the door much more open? So that, because I saw in the last moment I saw him coming, and I basically I couldn't avoid it anymore. But maybe if I look a bit earlier to the mirror, but I was a bit surprised. So maybe I could avoid it. That was my thought. That's why I wanted to see it.
The thing here is that he also tried to surprise you. The move he did is a surprising move, and it's not, in my opinion, it's not even a move that he didn't know why he was doing it and where he was doing it. The fact that he tried to do this here is, I think, important and showcases also an experienced driver, because he takes the risk into a situation where you really have to check where your braking reference point is here, because you cannot see it. It's blind. You see it at the last moment. So probably he knows that your vision is focused in front of you to try to find out where your braking reference point is here, and he's like calculating the fact that I can go for it and take him by surprise. And this is exactly what he did, and that's why I am I'm not justifying him 100%. I'm just saying that if you want to take by surprise your opponent, this is one of the places that you can try and take a risk. Honestly, personally, I would never take the risk, because I'm not this kind of driver, but for an aggressive, competitive driver, this is a place where you can take the risk. But again, it's the second lap, so he's probably a little bit too far behind, because you can also see it on the mirror or on your radar. He's not that close to you, and he's just, you see, just instantly at the last moment, he's just going for it. And I also believe that if we have a look from the top like this, it's not like that you're not leaving space, okay? It's that he cannot really stay in his line because he's sending it, right? And for his maneuver to be successful, he should have been one car in front of where he is right now.
Yeah.
And he didn't make it, practically. He tried it, but he didn't make it. So, because you also brake very late, so he just didn't make it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course, Bumper, they are free to join. Just make sure to join the Discord channel so that you can, have a talk with the rest of the guys, see when we organize them, and find all the information. Say hi and join. That's all. If you find place, go for it.
Did we get a chance to check Gop's lap 1 crocodile.
Where is that?
Exactly, I don't know the corners. Ryan and Gop are in chat saying, check it.
Where is that? So it's the where is he?
There he is, yeah, P5 to start with.
And where is the crocodile moment? After
Because
mine.
they don't know the corners by names somehow.
Yeah, I don't remember them.
Guys, what turns crocodile? Aris is new to this. I mean, we'll just watch him before the sausage. Oh, yeah.
Ah, before the sausage, alright, yeah. Alright, so somewhere around here, which I see... Oh my god, so many dead bodies. Look at that! What on earth? Oh, come on, Gob, seriously? Oh, Jesus.
Little ding from Robu.
Donk, yeah, I mean, you asked for it.
What on earth happened there?
Everything. Everything happened there.
Oh my god.
I mean, okay, he's getting attacked here. Okay, because obviously this is a little bit of wonderful sex position, probably. So yeah, he's not much he
Aris,
can. Yeah.
Such a horny bastard tonight.
Oh my god, yes. It's not much he can do here. So it's Peggy 18, guys. R-rated tonight. Tonk. So not much he can do. Mr. Jones here, he's doing his thing. So it's alright here. He's lucky to survive. But then, I mean, now explain me how on earth, from this situation, okay, over here, that you are behind me, probably. This is me, I think. On the Audi, on the South African livery Audi, in front of you. The McLaren on your right. Okay, so this is the situation right now, and there is also another car in front of me. Okay, and you decide from this situation here to go all to the side, on the right side of the McLaren, and try to overtake as well. So let me see that in slow motion, because it's interesting for the psychology of the sim racers. So from here he's going, oh, the fuck with it, send it inside. How? Why?
This is when he would open the bottle of champagne.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like if this works. I mean, you know what happened here? I'll tell you what happened. So this worked practically, somehow this worked. Okay, and he's alive. So he's going out of the turn perfectly, in perfect situation, alive, and he's like, open the champagne, and flash everywhere, you know, and champagne, and oh, we are having party, and you know, people are dancing in his living room or whatever. And obviously he doesn't care anymore what is happening around him, but karma is a bitch. Look at that. All right. Let's try to analyze this. Honestly, I don't know where to start from. All right. Let's try to. I'm also hearing someone voice. Honestly, I don't know where to start. Who is that? He's review.
It's Stefanos, I think.
Stefan, if you can try, otherwise I'll just mute you.
Fix it.
Okay, thank you so much. So, all right, let's have a look at that. I mean, now what is really impressive here is that okay, now he gained like 20 kilometers per hour. All right. Yeah. And he's braking, and the cars in front of him start to brake, and he's not. And he's still not. And he's still not braking. And he's still not braking. This is impressive, right? So the McLaren has started braking like 50 meters before, and he's still not braking. And so, what the fuck? I would just go for the inside. So just have a look how close he manages to. I mean, this is really close, guys. Look at that. Look at this. Now tell me again that collisions in a Assetto Corsa competizione multiplayer are not precise. No, this is me. Sorry. I really have to have a look here. What on earth? Seriously? I mean, do what? Can you see that, guys? I have no words. Look at this. Now I'm really curious to see. Unbelievable stuff. He didn't touch him. He didn't touch him. I don't know but he actually didn't touch him. Impressive. I mean,
luck more than impressive.
Yeah. All right, so let me check here. We need to find a way to understand. Ah, yes, we are practically in another car. So you see that the problem is that he's still not to the side of the McLaren. Okay. Now he's full on the brakes, but obviously there's not much you can do. And when he starts hitting the McLaren, he's still just in the middle of the other car. So I don't think, honestly, he has the line here. And so, unfortunately, the fault is on Gop here, and the risk obviously was very, very high. I mean, just a little bit of less luck, and he would have hit the Ferrari even before this place here. But you know, when he was really behind him, so it's just too much. Luckily for them, they just rubbered a little bit of of paint here and went out without big problems, which was amazing. Okay, but then the McLaren comes in really aggressive. Now this is fault of the McLaren here. Now once you have lost the control, went out, you cannot really stay on the accelerator as much, because I think he still has. Now obviously here the McLaren has no fault, and obviously the penalty is on Gab. But then now here the McLaren should know that the Lamborghini is aside him. You cannot stay 100% on the accelerator and hope for the best, because this happened and practically both lost control. And it's a pity, because they were quite high on the grid position. So it's both a high risk situation from Gop, that he should get penalized for that there, and then definitely accident from the McLaren, that he should again penalize for that. So both situations are to be penalized, unfortunately. It's just one of these. I mean, look, I'll show you from the inside. Okay. So me being an old guy, as they say, if I see this situation over here, my adrenaline is already really high, and I would be like, oh my god, we're gonna die, and I would just lift and stay calm. Gop just did the exact opposite. He was like, oh, there's an opportunity, let's go for it. We are fighting, let's keep on fighting. It didn't work. It's rare that those situations end up well, and they didn't, unfortunately. So.
I believe this is the perfect Instagram post with this song "Move Slow."
All right, next. I want to see my accident here.
The death of a dev.
Yeah, the death of the dev. So I'm actually pushing because I have Weffling behind me, who is extremely fast, and he's catching me and trying to attack. And we are actually at half race, so I know that all I have to do is just, resist this lap and go into the pits. That was my intentions. I wanted to pit on this lap because, as you can see, my fuel is 4 liters. I won't have fuel enough to do another lap, so I just wanted to resist, push as hard as I can, and just go to the pits and do my pit stop. But as we said, karma is a bitch and had different opinion for me. So I can see this car already here, having issues controlling. He went into oversteer over there, and then he snapped. So for me, it's very clear. He went into oversteer going left, and then the car slapped him, and he has a slap tank now, and he's going right. In such conditions, it's absolutely clear that he's going to end up to the right of the road and end up into a spin to the right. So it's very clear for me that all I have to do is stay a little bit to the left, and that's it mainly. And then the magic happens. So somehow the guy, obviously he's trying to stay alive, so he's practically trying to save the spin. And you can see that he's keep on sliding, but he's not really spinning. He's just sliding the car. He's probably both with brake and accelerator slumped down 100%, trying to save the spin. And he's keep on just. And I'm watching his rear end, and I can see that the car is on the cabin. I'm like, you know what? He's just gonna end up inside on the right hand of the road. I only have to do is do my line and end up wide, and it's gonna be fine. You see, and you can see that we are clear now. He's on the right side. He's out of the road, so I can stay absolutely on my line and do everything perfectly. And then disaster strikes. Slap tank to the other side, and I'm like, oh fuck. You see? Now, where should I go? I know I have to point to the rear of the car, because if I'm capable of pointing to the rear of the car, I would have somehow been able to avoid him. But it is impossible for me here to point to the rear of his car, because he's on my right side and I'm already turning right, and I don't have any more lateral grip to go to the right. So I'm saying like, okay, you know what? Let's try to go to the outside. I just don't know what to do. You see, steering left and right, left and right, left and right, and I'm just gonna, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. Can you do me a favor? Play it slow, really slow.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put some music to it.
No, because they're going to demonetize. They're going to demonetize my channel, mate.
Sorry.
The stream.
Okay. Sorry.
You know what? Fuck it. Do it. I don't give a fuck. So where are we going?
Music at the right time. Let it go.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
How much slow do you want it?
Even one level slower. Yeah,
0 to 25. Okay.
Yeah.
I will also toggle the HUD.
Yeah.
And everything else, and let's go. A cultural moment for you sim racers by us here at the Aris.Drive channel.
I might be with a slight delay, but let's see. I'm gonna try to get the right moment there. I'll wait.
Practically you lost everything. I mean, we didn't heard anything. So
okay, that's it. Thanks.
we didn't heard anything. There was no music.
Oh really?
I thought it's gonna be some Barry White or what?
Yeah, I was. I mean, okay.
Or...
I'm starting again. Okay, so try to fix your
maybe the
channels.
Rocky theme or
My microphone is not picking up the music. I think it's just picking up my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Should I start again?
Oh, it's just not picking up my music. Sorry, I have to talk, unfortunately, and I cannot sing.
I've seen first dates go smoother than that attempt.
Sorry, make it like push to talk. If you put it in push to talk, you don't have to talk, and it will.
I saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Tebo, thanks for the follow. Are you ready? Tell me when you're ready. It has to be Barry White. Come on, I mean.
Smooth.
Yeah, smooth. Or that, or you know that one of the end credits meme. Are you ready? We've lost him. We've lost him. This is professional YouTube streaming here, only for you. We are working with the latest technologies, so practically a guy now is trying to play as loud as he can from his hi-fi stereo of the 80s in cassette player, and we are trying to make Discord catch these sounds through the microphone of his earphones or whatever.
Okay, I think I'm good now.
Okay, we're good. It's a cultural moment, so high quality stream right now, guys. Only for you here on my channel. So let's go.
Let's go.
Right, last chance.
Alright, that was the worst. I don't think they will demonetize the channel because it was the worst quality audio we ever had in any kind of online streaming, whatever. I mean, okay. Thank you so much.
I think it would have to be something a bit more recognisable, wouldn't it, before it picked it up?
Yeah, I think it was probably like noise.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so what should we do? 1 pixel sound quality. it's 230p sound quality for you. Okay, do we have any other accidents or strange situations to have a look at?
Yeah, I've got one. Switch to car 321.
What car number?
321.
321.
It's right down the bottom.
321. Okay, astronaut. Here you are. Lap.
Should be just about here.
All right. Yeah, I can see you outside, so probably something happened.
Yeah, so if you just go back about 10 seconds from there, you'll see me get taken out. It's just after the hairpin.
Right. Oh, that's strange. That's actually very strange. Let me have a look from the inside of the guy. It seems also some kind of wrap and connection lag on the other guy, because he from the top view that I saw, he seemed like he moved towards you in a very strange and sudden way. Oh, that's really strange. So I think the connection doesn't help you here and doesn't help him, but I think he lost the rear end of the car under braking. You see? Here he starts braking and the car rotates. So obviously it's 100% his fault. Yeah, that's doesn't make really any sense. yeah, for some reason he just didn't start. He didn't brake in a straight line, and he's losing the rear end, and he's going completely towards you. It seems like intentional from the outside and from a first look, but I don't think it's intentional. He just simply lost the car, which is poor control over there. And together with the point that your connection of both guys wasn't so good, because I could see you wrapping left and right and back and forth a little bit. Yeah, that was really unfortunate for you. Obviously, you know, completely 100% his fault here, so nothing you can say about it. In my point of view, you did everything correctly. So you just went relatively wide here and stayed on the inside of the braking zone. You see, it's very clear here. It's nothing wrong with the line that you have chosen. You're just defending the inside, and he's just, you know, braking over you. There is so much space on the outside of him, so he just simply lost control of his car. That's all, and it's very unfortunate for you. Nothing more than I can say. Yeah, I don't think you could do anything other in a better way here. It's either, you know,
just trying to cover the inside.
You know, it's either that he lost control, or that he might try to cross lines. So he thought that, okay, you have the inside, you are starting to go to the outside, and he tried to cross lines and go completely inside, which obviously wasn't possible, because guess what, you were there. So yeah, in any case, it's completely a bad judgment on his side. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, no logic on this situation. Yeah. Yep. On the last lap, I asked how come people can be so fast on the last lap. You were chasing me very perfectly. Yes, you defended perfectly. I was complaining because you defended perfectly and you were going fast. So Stefano you says on the last lap you ask how can people be fast on the last lap, and I was chasing him, he says, and Stefano defended perfectly. He says, I defended perfectly, I think. Absolutely, yes, you defended perfectly. We can also have a look at that. And I was upset because I wanted to go through, but you were defending perfectly, and you were also fast, as well as the car behind me was also fast. And I was in the middle of that, and I couldn't find a solution to this, and I was, you know, frustrated. So why you are so fast on the last lap? That's why I said so. So yeah, we can have a look at that. Actually, it was a very good last lap. I think this is it here. So here we are a little bit away. So I'm now trying to get as close as possible to Stefano. But obviously, you know, your last lap and the distance, as you can see, is quite a bit, so it's not much I can do. I'm just trying to get close to to apply some pressure and grab an opportunity if I can. Remind you also that behind me there was a Bentley, I think, yeah, Rampazzo was really fast, and he was catching up, and I just had a lap of a little bit of extra breathing, because I've managed to had a bigger gap on the last lap. I think he did a mistake or something. So all I was doing here was trying to catch up to Stefano and get as close as possible. But you know, it's not much we can do on the last lap. Here I'm close. You see, now Stefano is very intelligent here. Obviously, it takes a little bit of faith, and I believe that if he thought like that, I'm flattered and I'm honored. You need to trust the guy behind you, that the guy behind you will do the correct thing. Because what Stefano is doing here is he's trying both to, you know, get the correct line for the car, so he needs to tap a little of the brakes. But also, if he's doing it intentionally, which I believe he's doing it, he's a little bit slower at the apex of the turn, which means that I am forced, since I'm behind him, to also step on the brakes. And in fact, you can see, if we talk to the HUD here, I am going to step on the brakes here, exactly at the moment where I should accelerate, which means that now he can accelerate like crazy, and I am still, on the brakes, which means again that he gains a little bit of space, which practically, with just 3 turns to left is all he needs practically. So perfect defending over here. And obviously I'm getting frustrated because I have no place to go. And I know that he's now accelerating. I cannot catch him. He's just going to accelerate sooner whenever he wants. He's dictating when he's going to accelerate. So that's perfect. Obviously, again, to do so, you need to take, if you are at the front, you need to take a little bit of a risk, and you need to have faith that the guy behind you is going to, behave accordingly, because otherwise, unfortunately, if you don't have a guy behind you that you don't know how he's going to behave and he's too aggressive, he might, punch you from behind, and you risk to lose the race. But if you are in a situation where you know the drivers, you have some faith on, and you trust the driver behind you, that's very good racing. The frustration is part of very good racing. If you are fighting and you can't overtake, that's good racing. Obviously you're gonna be frustrated, or if you lose the place, you're gonna be frustrated, but that's part of the excitement and the experience. Now again here, all I need to do here is try to get the best possible exit so I can attack on the last turn. That's the last opportunity I have. And I have already understood all I need was, 2 turns. I already know that Stefano in front of me is defending. And he's defending actively. You can see also here how he's blipping his brakes. He's maintaining his position, and he is practically forcing me to be the victim, and he is placing his position in a way that he can accelerate whenever he wants, and all I have to do is, wait for him to accelerate, and I cannot use my mid-corner speed to get closer to him or get a better exit from him. So I already know that he's going to defend, and that makes me believe that on the last lap he's going to defend and he's going to go for the inside. And you are going to see my kind of thought right now. So we are exiting the penultimate turn. I'm taking a little bit too much, freedom here. I will go to the grass. I will just try, flat out to go as fast as I can. And I will try to see what he's going to do. And obviously I see that he's not really going, on the outside. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? He's going to stay inside to defend, right? He's going to stay inside to defend, and I am going completely on the outside, but unfortunately he's also outside, and he also has a big gap between me, so there's no way for me to dive bomb him here. There's there's no game to try and play here, so it's all I can do is just delay the break and get as close as I can and hope for the best. But in the end, I end up braking way too late. I'm carrying way too much speed, and I know that I am far away, and if I go to the inside, I'm going to hit him. I don't know that. I don't want that. So what I'm doing is just staying outside. I will also go to the grass over here, and rightfully so, Stefano goes for the inside, releases the brakes, and no problems. You see, it seems close. It's not that close. We still have a little bit of a gap here, and I have the space to continue, and so that's it. Mainly, very good fight for position on the last lap. Stefan says also start from the previous lap. He practically, I guess, he did his pit stop at the last lap, or he just had 4 laps and perfect 4 liters of fuel at perfect pressures, which also brings us to. Oh, he was also probably trying to not consume as much fuel. He was in fuel economy mode, and then at the last lap he decided to push so that I wouldn't overtake him. So he was probably trying to save some fuel. That's nice. That's very nice. Very nice. It's wonderful. I mean, even in a sprint race, we did 30-minute sprint race, and we had so many things happening. It's fantastic. All right. So what else? I guess that's all for tonight.
Yeah, there's nothing major really. I mean, some nice racing, nice overtaking all the way through it, but it's
absolutely.
Yeah, unless anyone wants to single it out, nothing too crazy there.
Absolutely. Very good. So, I'd say once more I will leave you with the last lap for the win here of the guys. Amazing stuff. And thank you so much for joining, guys. I remind you, Andy has created practically races for pretty much every day, or almost every day through the whole week. We are doing short races in the middle of the week. Thank you so much, GoPro, for the support as usual. Yeah, I know that you lost your reference point after the punt, and rightfully so. It was a very, very strange situation over there. So I would just like to remind you that Andy has created a series. The guys are racing for the series during Saturday and Sunday. Long races, 1-hour races. And they are doing short sprint races on the same tracks in the middle of the week. So they get some experience, they get some practice on the tracks, and then on Sunday and Saturday they do the longer races on the same track. As you can see, we are also analyzing it, doing small briefings before the races during the week on the short races. So it all adds up to have a better racing experience during the weekend. Once again, I will remind you, because Andy is organizing all of that by himself, he has opened his Patreon page as the professionals do. I'm not one of them, obviously, so I don't have a Patreon page. So by all means, I highly advise you to go and support him. All it needs is a coffee, because the guy is poor and doesn't have even coffee to drink.
It keeps me fueled, that's it.
Yeah. So yeah, by all means, no. I mean, jokes apart, go on and give any support you can give him, because he's worth it as L'Oreal. You know, I don't know how much hair he has, but he's definitely worth it. So
even if it's enough coffee just to keep me awake, so I don't keep messing up the configs, that'll give you guys better racing.
Exactly.
Pretty much the,
and if you have, and if you have supported him and you still get errors on the server, as usual, hashtag blame Andy. All you have to do is that.
We've got tomorrow night. We've got the Alton Park Sprint ready in preparation for the Sunday Alton Park GP. So tomorrow night, guys, it will fill up fast. At the moment, there's only about 11 or 12 people signed up, but that normally goes very, very quickly. I noticed a couple of you people in chat were a bit disappointed that you missed the race. Obviously, join the Discord group. You'll be able to keep up with all of the announcements in the Pit Lane Radio and Race Control channels. You'll get a chance to sign up nice and early then, because obviously it can fill up very quickly, especially if you leave at the last minute, then you might be out of luck. So hopefully we'll see some new faces down there anyway. And also, big thank you to the guys that have supported me so far and bought me a coffee. It really does make a difference, and it really does mean a lot to me. So thank you very much. It's been an awesome journey so far. Let's carry on. Let's keep it up.
Anyway, see you next time, guys. Thank you so much for joining.
Bye-bye.
And see you next time. And thank everybody else. Cheers.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
Aris. Nice evening. Bye-bye.
Yeah, good race, guys. That was fun tonight. Enjoyed watching that. Yeah, really good fun. Really good race.